May I invite our Venkat sir for the session to take up? So please. Your voice is not audible, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think we can hear.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to switch on these things work when you press the on button. Okay, thank you organizers and thank you Sheikh and the foundation. It's really my privilege to get an opportunity to talk amongst an expert set of panelists and I'm really humbled to get this opportunity. Let me keep it brief. From an industry perspective, I'm helping a couple of, after my exit in my business, an IT service business for 20 years. I now work with few startups, both in India and US, help them from on an advisory capacity, both from technology and
No, we can't hear you, sir.
Sir, you are not audible. We can't hear you again.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we
Yes,
can hear
sir.
you.
Yes, it's
It's
better.
audible.
Okay, sorry, it's my mic. Okay, so I've been sitting in a couple of webinars, both in US and India, about startup investment and venture capitalist panels and others. So what I kind of hear, they are suggesting three main things, which I thought I'll start with by sharing what I'm hearing from a lot of people and what I feel also will be the thing for industries, especially startups. So this message is more for students who are thinking about starting and for startups who are at various stages. So I'll put it into three buckets. It's a very brief message. So first thing is the startup should acknowledge, yes, the world has changed. We are in an uncertain scenario. That's the number one message that startups should actually take to the heart, that things are not normal. That's the most important thing to remember. So once you do that, once you understand that we are in a different scenario, then we have to say, acknowledge the problem. Then we have to look at which stage are you in. If you're already in business, the first thing is conserve your cash. That's the biggest message I'm hearing from a lot of people, because this issue of COVID or resolution or whatever people are saying, we have to live with it or whatever, let's leave that aside, is not going to go away. So you need to run your business for a long time and you have to conserve cash. And that's number one. So look at ways in which you can conserve your cost. Where are you spending money? Take a very hard look. This doesn't mean you have to go immediately start firing people. That's not the message. Start looking at all your the cost that you are spending, and then see which cost you can avoid, which is not adding to your value, which you can minimize, which you can defer. Do all those SWOT analysis and planning and all that. So that's number one, conserve your cash. Second, if you are in a business and you're making sales, some of your founders have to go aggressively towards collecting money from your customers. Every customer is having a problem, right? From government, central government has a problem paying state governments have a problem, municipality have a problem paying to the individual business. This kind of keeps going down. You work for a large enterprise, your principal customer, they have a problem paying you. So you can't pay your employees, your employee can't pay their milk vendor, so on and so forth. Let's acknowledge that. But then unless you ask, customers in India don't pay you. The time is normal days itself, 30 days, 60 days, 120 days, doesn't make any in India. So in these cases, it matters more. So you need to follow up with your customers, beg, borrow, or like say, don't steal, but beg, borrow, get your money. That's very important. Cash flow is extremely, I've seen businesses for no fault of them have just died because of cash flow problems. Fantastic business, great profits, but you don't have cash to pay your people. You don't have cash to pay your uh, interest or whatever. So conserve cash, look at all your cost, and wherever you can cut cost. And if you can raise money, if there is a rain of money in your office today, please go and collect all the money and keep it. It's going to require, you are going to require that money more than ever. So that's the message. Those are the message if you're already in business. Second, if you're already in business, you have raised money. This is what many of the leading venture capitalists, both in the US and India, are saying. There was a panel by Rajan Anandan, was CEO of Google India, now with Sequoia and all that. He was in a panel for TiE Global shortly. And the biggest message he says is, Ian, the other venture capitalists were saying, if you have already raised money in the last 3 to 6 months, thank your stars. And normally you will be getting your next round in 3 months, 6 months and all. You're not going to be able to raise your money in the next 18 to 21 months. That's what people are saying. So look at how your money, which you earlier planned for 3 months to 6 months, you can stretch it to 18 to 21 months. That is, it looks really daunting and impossible, but then you will have to do it because your subsequent rounds of funding is not going to come until clarity is going to come on this COVID issue, which is, we all know it's going to be a long time away. So stretch your money, how you can stretch it to 12 to 18 months. You have seen what Airbnb have done. You have seen what Cure.fit is doing, and a lot of people are doing in various forms and fashions. One size doesn't fit. Like I said, firing people is not the only way of saving costs. There are multiple avenues of saving cost and deferring your cost. And if you're, see, today there is no point in you putting a hoarding and spending or a TV ad when people can't really go out and buy your product. So if that's the case, save your money, push that marketing money some other time. So that, think of all the innovative ways in which you can save money. Third and final point, if you are not starting, if you started business, if you raise money, we talked about. Third thing is, if you have not started a business yet, you're planning to start a business, then look at how you can extend this runway, how you can bootstrap your business. Keep doing everything, pre-cook like a TV cooking show, because you're going to find it extremely difficult to raise money now. And like they said, another 12, 18 months for existing companies. Why is going to be a VC or an angel or a seed? It's not to say they are not going to invest now. Nobody has closed their wallets yet. That's what I'm hearing. But still, you are not going to get that money forthcoming. So you need to run your startup on your own bootstrapped money for a long time, maybe till this year end or early part of next year. So what you plan to do in 3 months, 6 months, kind of do it slowly, but better. Keep doing things which doesn't require money. Lot of your planning, lot of your selection, lot of your marketing message, content, what all you can do without a lot of spending money, please do that. And then have a plan once things open up and things, be ready to scale up very quickly. Have an action plan so that you can scale very quickly when the things become better. So those are the 3 primary buckets of message I thought I will share to all the people who have a startup or planning to do a startup. There's a lot of opportunity for India, especially in IT. So far, I've been hearing from a lot of people, it's only opportunities that are possible. And God willing, India comes out of this sooner and better shape. India is going to have a lot of opportunity in IT, more than ever. People have seen we can work remotely very well and all that. All this is going to work in favor of IT, which is a big strength of us. So I leave with those thoughts, and then at a later stage, I have questions. I'll be happy to share. Once again, thank you all. Thank you, Foundation, for giving me this opportunity. Thanks.